Hey everyone! Welcome back to some more Let's Play Biomutant, and in particular, the last one of these for my channel. We're going to wrap up Biomutant in this episode. I originally wanted to fight the Porky Puff, but I did that a little bit off screen, and I hated the fight. I found it very frustrating, and we're not going to do that. We're going to pick up where we left off near the one ruins we were exploring, and we're going to go in a completely different direction and just have fun walking around, looking at the world, and maybe get into a tussle or two with some bandits, rather than go and do a really frustrating fight. So let's pick up where we left off, get in there, we'll talk about Biomutant, what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, and that will do it for us. I would normally, at this point, probably look to give the game a review, but I don't feel I've played the game enough that I could accurately do so. Maybe there are things about the story that change or make it better later on from what I've experienced. Maybe future patches will definitely be coming soon to the game. In fact, there's a new one that was released today on Steam, for the Steam version, which apparently lets you adjust the FOV a little bit. It allows you to change the in-combat camera a little bit. It lets you cancel animations when you start it and so on. So the devs of this game are very active. They're aware of the fact that people have been saying, hey, this needs more time in the oven, put it in the oven and let it cook a little longer, and they are doing that at this moment, which is great. I like seeing that the developers of the game are busy trying to iron out the rough edges for it, because it's got a few rough edges in it. So, what are we doing first off, Tim? You should figure out what you're doing. So, I think we will look around for any side quests to do. Let's free the captive that's over there. Give us a nice chance to walk over there and enjoy the scenery on our way. Oh, and we get another PowerPoint while we're in the area. I guess we should look to see if we can spend any more points really quickly while we're here. Let's see. Oh, that's not enough. Well, actually, that is enough to get a one fire ability. But I'm not going to bother. I don't want magic to be something that my character uses, and I don't want to accidentally spend the energy if my character decides to start shooting when he shouldn't. So first off, in the game, the things I really like about the game. The game looks great, and things like this right here, this is really well done. Here on the side of the road, in the ruins of a car, looks like we have people setting up what looks like a shop of some sort. This is absolutely wonderful. They did a great job giving you the feel that there was once a civilization here, and the creatures that are living in its shadow, well, are now trying to utilize what was left behind, including themselves and their lives. Who's Jumble? Well, sure. Whatever a just is, we'll try buying it. And what is this right here? Oh, they didn't search the couch? There was nothing in the couch. They did search the couch. Good for them, and they got the thing first. Good for them. We were heading, in that direction. How do we get up there from here? That road. Okay. Oh, right. We're going back to the whereabouts. We've been here before. We must have missed the captive while we were in the area. Alright, well, whatever. We'll just walk around in peace and quiet. Yeah, so the game looks amazing. It's a very pretty game. In that regard, it reminds me of The Witcher 3, another kind of open-ended, open-world, explorer, crafty game where it has ruins in it for you to explore and find treasures, various monsters or creatures in it to keep you occupied, and character development, where you gain levels and improve your character. So it feels a bit like The Witcher 3. There's different options for your character, obviously, as well, when it comes to light or dark side choices. And there's the story about which tribe you want to join as well, but these don't feel very well thought out or put together to me. The dark side, light side, as we've talked about now for a while, they feel kind of out of place in this game, and a bit too very cheesy to me. Reminds me of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic's dark side, light side choices, which I thought were very silly and quite laughable, if I'm being honest. It felt very comical to make those choices. Some of them didn't even feel like you were really making a choice. Like, your option was kill the dog, kill the puppy, or let it live. And if you killed it, just being an absolute jerk, then you got dark side points. Otherwise, you earn light side points for just being a normal, average, decent human being, and that feels kind of weird to me. As I mentioned, I feel they really dropped the ball on the possibility of having you side with either technology or magic or nature in the world. I think that would have been a much better decision point for your character to make. The tribes, I've talked with my brother about it, and I've seen a few videos online now on this game, and they play out pretty much exactly the same. If you join one of the good guys, you still have to beat up and defeat all the other tribes. If you join the bad guys, you defeat all the other tribes. If you join the bad guys, you defeat the World Eaters. If you join the good guys, you defeat the World Eaters. The text that people use to describe your actions is a little different, but otherwise it plays the same. That feels a little wrong to me. I get the impression that they did it because at least they have a game here. And as I mentioned before, I think that this game is decent. I think there's a framework here which works well for the game, but I think it needs to be worked on more. They really should have some differences between the tribes you choose, and trying to unite them or keep them apart, and trying to help the World Eaters devour the tree, or defeat the World Eaters to save it. But they probably ran out of time, and wanted to get some money back on the amount of time and investment they put into the game. I can't blame them for this. As someone who's a programmer, I understand what it can be like to sink hundreds of hours into something and not have anything to show for it. So no, I can understand that. On that same note though, lots of people felt this game needed more work, which is also why it's got such mixed reviews. The combat in the game is both fun and frustrating. When I first started playing this game, I hated the camera angle. The first 6 videos of mine, only the first one made it up. The other ones, this one included, were all being reshot because I really disliked the gamma, how dark I had set the game on my side. And I'm very glad I did, because it gave me a chance to get used to the camera a little bit. I still find the camera makes awkward choices. I wish that the camera had a lock on this enemy, please, this enemy, or don't lock on any enemy, please. Let me just run around without you trying to help me, because that's very frustrating when the camera decides it knows what I want to do and it's completely wrong. Now, on that note, however, The Witcher 3 had similar problems to it with its camera. For game balance, it's a bit all over the place as well. I find the gun gameplay to be far easier than the melee, but that also might be because I'm not playing the game every day. In fact, it's been 4 or 5 days since I last recorded the game. Maybe if I kept at it for quite some time, I would, well, be better at the melee. It can be difficult, which I like, because you have to pretty much almost instantly counter enemies when those icons show up over their heads for the QTEs. And I think if I was to sit down and practice this game, like actually commit to understanding and getting better at the combat, that would feel really fulfilling to be able to successfully do melee combat against the large creatures especially. Now, that said, there's a few things which I don't understand, like some of the design decisions. It doesn't feel very satisfying to hit enemies with my weapon. It says we do hundreds of damage, but the enemies have thousands upon thousands of life. And it feels like I'm hitting enemies with a wet noodle, and my gun is just shooting peas, rather than actually shooting bullets from time to time. It takes, I think, too long, in my opinion, to kill the creatures, playing on normal. I had accidentally been playing through the game on hard, when I was first recording the game, I chose what I thought was normal difficulty, but the game set itself on hard mode somehow. And on the higher difficulty settings, enemies feel like bullet sponges. They have a lot of life, and they do incredible amounts of damage. And until your gear becomes such that you can shrug it off, the beginning portions of the game are really difficult. Now, that said, you tend to get decent gear from what I have seen. I've watched, again, a few people play the game now, and some of them get great gear right away. Like, we've got this amazing chest plate armor, which has fantastic stats, and we got it, like, right away. I can't imagine ever wearing anything different, other than the fact that we might want to look cooler. So yeah, so the game balance is a bit all over the place, I think. I think that it needs to be balanced out a little more. I don't know how they would do it, though. On that note, I do like that they give you all these different means to fight, however. Like, they give you melee, you have range, and there's magic, which we have not really been using aside from the, fire dash. But we could have chosen a magic character who starts with, like, a lightning ball ability. And speaking of fighting, if there's a prisoner here, we're gonna have to save him. So
a shopperia. Maybe there's something still inside.
Oh, that's a shield. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna shoot you till you die. I believe that green we saw, that's our automaton firing. Alright, well done, automaton. That was fun. Yeah, I like the fight versus the big guys, what have you. It feels a bit like Double Dragon to me, these fights. You get like one big guy, a bunch of little guys, some are using weapons, some are not. I like these fights. In fact, if I had to rate these battles compared to like The Witcher 3, I think I like these better. And The Witcher 3 itself had balance issues also in it. I think the camera in this is a lot more frustrating to use, though. Especially when it accidentally decides to lock on, and I don't want it to lock onto an enemy, because I want to run around and charge someone else instead.
Why ad foodlia haya? Over bug ad.
So, I'll show you for an example dark side, light side silliness in here, and what it involves, right? Because the last time I accidentally cut this. So, we can say, so first off, these answers don't make a lot of sense to me. So maybe the developer isn't English speaking as their primary language, in which case I can be a little more forgiving about this in that instance. But what he's saying doesn't make sense with my answers. Ask you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. I don't understand what that is. We've already freed him. So, and if I say let me help, we don't get to help him with anything. So, like, we just bow, and then he's on his own. So let me show you what happens if I say you made your own destiny, which doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. This is a non-answer to the statements he's making.
Key?
So he says, we're being super selfish. And he's upset that we decided to do this. Oh, and then we punch and miss him. Nothing shines like the dark. Oh no, wait. Oh, well, you know. Right? Right? You can't trust the dark. Can you see how the dark sets you free? It's not too late for you, is it? Hello, darkness. That's me, your old friend. And we get 2 dark side points for that, and we get a magic point for that for some reason. I guess we might as well spend some time here and do the magic thing. So let's see. So let's go here to mutations, psi powers, and I guess we'll take Sizzle Ball. I mean, it's not going to matter. I'm not going to play the game after this part. So again, before we talk about the game any further and do more exploring, what have you, the game is receiving additional patches. So if you like what you've seen and you like the idea of this game and you're trying it out, that's great, because the game's going to do nothing but probably get better from this point out. The devs are working on the game and working on improving it. So I myself, though, I think I would. I'm gonna not play the game again.
Didn't expect to see that again. It's a bleep bleep cupboard. It had no other use than fun thinking time, which never gets old.
I agree.
Seems that the knobs need to be aligned so the device can load its program. Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Isn't it done? I can't tell.
You need to align the knobs so that they match.
Yes. Oh. I can't actually. You know what would be helpful here? What would be helpful there is a little arrow showing me where exactly the knob is facing, because I thought the orange knobs were actually facing the correct way. And it looks like we've got... actually, I can't tell what that is there. That looks like a victory screen to me. So, things I like about the game, the music. The music is really nice for this game. In these areas, the ruins, it sounds sad. Almost like it's upsetting that the people who lived here are gone. And yet they all worked for Toxinol, right? Which was the company which polluted everything and ruined the world, or this area in it that we're in. But they didn't ruin the world, because they created these creatures which are now surviving in their aftermath. It created their world. Yeah, but the music is good. I like the sound effects for the game as well. 1 second. We're going to search this as well. That is a fantastic top mod for a weapon. Adding 125 cold damage to something. A decent one-handed blade as well. The narrator, by the way, I looked it up. It is the guy from Vermintide. It is 100% that guy. Nigel something, I think is his name. Yep, so, and he does a good job. I really like his narration. I liked him in Vermintide as well. So I'm glad they picked a good voice actor for the narrator for this game. I think I like the different creatures and the way they talk as well. I like that one patch added the option so I could disable the narrator from talking as the creatures are talking. What else is there, Tim? Yeah, so the story is just, but overall the story, I don't think I have a good feeling for it. I feel it was kind of rushed, and that the story doesn't make sense because they released the game in this state because they just wanted to get the game to market. They need money in order to keep working on the game, is my guess. Or maybe the publisher decided that, what, and this is all just conjecture. None of this is this is all me guessing as to maybe why they did what they did. I have no clue. I have no insider knowledge. I have not even read anything on the forums. I have not followed this game. I know nothing about this game other than what we have seen together and maybe 1 or 2 YouTube videos I have watched now on it. So, I guess we'll go free this prisoner too. He's right here after all. We'll get to miss the uppercut on him as well. Oh! Oh no! No, no. He's waiting for us. We'll try to avoid him. Alright, so... what else would we normally talk about? Replayability is something I tend to talk about for games on occasion, or gameplay. So, I can see when the combat mechanics and or some of the differences in the combat between the different options, magic, melee, and guns, are fleshed out a little more and ironed out. I can see there being quite a bit of replay between you using like a pure magic character, someone who's melee only or gunplay, or someone who tries to mix up some of the different aspects of it. Right now, there seems little reason why you shouldn't branch out into all different directions, other than you might be worried about your energy intake or regeneration a little bit. Because it seems like you want all of it, and there's no real penalty for you specking in all of it. In fact, there's not enough really for you to spend your level up points on. I'm already quite content with all the upgrades I've got for my rifle and my double-bladed sword. I'm really just looking for better parts for
Rito and
these.
his bandits make camp here. Take care.
Ooh. Well, before we do this, let's go to our gear. Go to crafting. And can I actually add... do I have any parts for this, by the way? I don't even know if I do. Oh, we do! Hold on. We should be constantly upgrading my armor. So if I add... oh, we can add some protection for down below. Let's get some more armor there for our belly button. Okay, and we're not done yet. Actually, can we add something to the pants? Oh, we'd have to change out. We currently have things on the pants. We can't wear anything else there. I'll put anything else there. Can we... we can't add... oh, we have a new shoulder blade, though. Oh, I like the look of this one. And it's arguably better. We'll wear that, and then we'll break down our old pad. Okay, can we make this better now? We want 2-hand slash. I don't want to drop down to 1-hand slash, so we're not doing that. No, I don't want any of that. How about the handle? We have lots of handles, but nothing that I think I want. All our damage goes down, our armor pierce greatly gets decreased, and we lose critical chance on all of these, so I'm not really interested in them. I guess I'm just gonna scrap them all? Do we have any... oh, we can add an add-on, though. We lose... do we have an add-on? Oh, we have an add-on on it already as well. Okay, so there's nothing for us to do, then, with our weapon. How about our ranged weapon? So the crafting is nice. I like the idea of this. I think it's a bit too random what these various things do for your weapon. But I do like it. You know, I kind of want a different looking stock. I don't want to spend the crafting cost to it. You know what? I am going to anyway. Let's put on a different stock here. Oh, I can't attach the new top mod I picked up to this weapon. Really? What is it? Was it? Can I create a new ranged weapon? We can't. Okay. What did I pick up then? Wait, I thought I picked up a top mod that did incredible damage. Did I not do that? Did I pick up ammunition instead? It's ammunition. Okay. So, not as useful as I thought. Alright. Sorry. The item said top mod, so I assumed it was a top mod. And by that, I mean a scope. Is it called... Let me make sure I'm not the one who's wrong, because I have been wrong many times before. It's called top mod, but it's actually ammo, so that's a bit awkward. Okay. So I guess we'll kill the bandits while we're here. We'll talk a little bit more about the game, and then we'll probably wrap it up. Oh, he's a big guy. But we're not allowed in on this side, so we'll have to walk around. Yeah, so I think this game will probably have a lot of replayability once it has a little more time to sit and cook. Especially if they work on the story a little bit and change actually how it plays out depending upon the faction that you joined. Oh, wow. 2 big guys. Nice. So the big guys are too dangerous for me to fight them in melee. I don't understand what happened right there, but we took a lot of damage. Let's get some marzipan. There's someone else who was shooting at us. Where is he? Or oh no, that was my automaton helping. All right, am I out of health? Am I out of health items already? We are. Wow, I must have accidentally used quite a few of them. All right, let's free the poor captive. Another pilgrim.
Kar. Mashaku hirsavek. Ki?
I'm just gonna skip. I'm just gonna skip the light side, dark side for a bit. I like how they mock each other and what have you. That's cute. But it doesn't make a... I don't know. It seems really weird how dark side, light side determines if you're selfish or not. Especially, again, it's very strange that, like, you free the guy, and then you can uppercut him in the face. Like, why not just leave him there? I don't understand. Alright, we did level, so I guess we'll do that really quick on screen. Then we'll just walk to some other place, and then we'll call it a session, everyone. Assuming I'm able to level. So, I'm going to put this into...
As long as you're happy about it.
I'll put it into luck. And we get a new perk. We'll just hold on to it. And there was something special, it looks like, here. What is this?
Searching.
Oh! Okay. There's items or things that give you upgrade points here as well. Well, now we have two perk points. Let's see. We'll have our automaton do more damage with its range attacks. Let me guess. This is not actually a top mod. That is actually more ammunition, isn't it? It is. Yep. They make it seem like you've picked up an amazing item. Like, again, that's probably more ammunition, isn't it? Yep, more ammunition. Holy crap, we have 20 small health packs. Why aren't they on my bar? Oh, what? Can I want to change what's on my hotbar. Okay, whatever. I'll... We don't have to worry about it, Tim. You're not going to play the game much longer. An okay add-on. Alright. So, well, I think we probably should stop soon, everyone. What's this? I don't know. But it's right there outside. So let's see what that is. Is that another captive? Oh, that might be another captive. So there were some captives really close to each other right here. So, I guess another thing I should talk about, something I talk about for games when I'm reviewing them, although this isn't really a review because I'm not going to give you any points for these things I'm talking about. But the interface is a bit frustrating for me. It feels like this game was probably designed for a console system, and I am not used to console system inventory management. There's, in my opinion, too many screens I have to go through in order to access certain things. But I'm taking it if you have played a great many of these types of games on the console, you are probably used to it. I am not, so I find this rather frustrating to try to figure out where I need to go to do certain things.
Look here, another toxin old dump.
Are you a bad guy? Oh, hey, cool! There's flying guys! Yes! I didn't really know what I did right there. It looked like I made a ball of energy. Gotta take out the big guy first, so we can then focus on the little ones after. That's a not... You're not making any sense, Tim. Just seeing if I could knock him down, but I can't do so. You know, people have complained that the fighting all seems the same to them, but I have not had that experience at all. The enemy groups have a wide variety of different types of enemies. While you may fight them the same, depending upon what abilities or skills you use, they don't feel the same to me. Even the boss, the Porcupine, felt very different from any of the other fights I had done so far. I didn't like the Porcupine fight when I had tried it, but it's different. There's no one in this. I am so confused. You're welcome. So there, we don't even get to talk with the guy. We just free him. I think that...
Is sorry to see your childhood marred you as a grown-up.
Oh, that's a nice statement to make there. We didn't have much of a childhood. You see, what else is there, Tim? I think you're almost done now with the game, right? Let's explore this area a little bit, and then I think we'll end the video, everyone. So, I guess there's a lot of stuff I can't talk about because I haven't played the game all the way through. I've experienced, I think, 1 or 2 hard locks on the game, but I am not sure if these locks were because of my recording software or because of the game. So I'm not willing to dock points on the game at this point due to them. I don't think that... I think it might have been Fraps related and not game related. For grinding, this is another thing I talk about for games. I don't really feel like you're grinding in this game, and the combat's kind of fun. I like going to all the different areas and exploring them. I think they did a good job on creating these areas for you to explore. Again, this all feels like this was at one point probably like a place where they just left garbage or junk just lying around here for some reason. Maybe they were destroying whatever shop or homes were here because they were no longer needed and they were moving to some other place. But I like the feel of all these areas that we're in. So I've talked about the game for quite some time now, and you've heard me complain about various aspects of it in the past. So, I guess, normally at this point, I would think about, could I recommend the game or not? I think in its current state, if the game was on sale for maybe $20, yes, I could recommend it. If the game was $30, you'd have to go in knowing that there's a few things that you might not like, but it might still be worth $30. More than $30, if you got a lot of money lying around and you're willing to take a chance with the open-ended game that plays somewhat similar than The Witcher, maybe. But I am glad I did not buy the game. This was, again, this was a gift from my brother Dave to me. And I was super glad to see a gift of this sort because I've never heard of this game before. So it gave me an excuse to try to play it. On that note, I always feel a little guilty when I have played a game and I'm like, you know, it's just not for me. And in the end, I think this game could be for me. There's a lot here that I like. But there's a lot here that is just too unpolished. So I think I will probably play it again, but I'm not going to record it again. And if I play it again, it'll be probably around Christmas time or after, where several months have gone by. so the game can be patched a little more. On that note, I feel it's important to stress that I do not feel this is necessarily... it's not necessarily bad. I think that... So,
Let's see.
when it comes to video games, as I think I was talking about a little bit in the last video, I tend to ignore hype. I don't pay attention to hype very much, especially these days. I have 163 games in my Steam library that I have never even played. I don't need a game when it is first released any longer. I never have, to tell you the truth, but I am perfectly willing to mark a game as I'm interested in that. I'll let a year go by, and then I'll go and check on the game afterwards and see if it's what other people have thought on it, and what the difference is between when the game first was released and now. This game could very well be one where a year from now it's phenomenal and the reviews are glowing for it after it has been had more time to cook. And I think that's the case with this game. I think that, well, I don't think, that is one of the reasons why, I do think, but this is the way, that wouldn't make sense what we're about to say next. It's one of the reasons why I did not play and have not purchased Metro 2077. Like The Witcher 3, before it, I have heard that the game has a few glitches or bugs with it, and I felt the game probably should have more time in the cooker before I play it. And again, I've got so many games to play. I even have games that I play constantly, just because I'm bored and I fire up one of those older games that I like playing. So, in any case, what I'm trying to get at here, it's taking way too long to reach me, is that I feel if you liked what you've seen but are hesitant on buying it, that is what you should probably feel. Mark it on your wish list, bookmark it, follow it, and then several months from now, maybe when you're looking through games for the Christmas sale, see what's changed for Biomutant. And by then, it's probably worth your time, especially if it's on sale. Alright, well that does it, everyone. So we had fun playing the game, we had some frustration playing the game. I'm glad I played it. I'm not sure if I'm honestly glad I recorded it, because, well, in the end, this is not a game I think that I really should have recorded. It distracted me from a few other games I was playing at the time. No, I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. It gave me a chance to upload more of this game, and hopefully it gave you guys a chance to see what I thought of this game. And I'm going to babble a lot more about other things, so I think I'll just stop here. And I will thank you guys for watching me play this game for when I did, and hope you guys liked what you watched. Oh, and if nothing else, hopefully it was... I don't want to say well, I do want to say entertaining, but that's not quite what I mean. Educational? Interesting? Interesting to hear my takes on the game, especially given the wide variety of reviews it has been given. So I'll stop now, and hopefully I will see you guys in a different game. Take care, everyone, and thanks for watching.